Hello students, in this video we're going to be going over modeling division of fractions by whole numbers. Let's begin with a basic division problem, 1/4 divided by 4. We're first going to start by drawing a rectangle, and that rectangle will be divided into fourths. I'm going to draw this, and I'm going to break it into fourths. I have one of those fourths. So the red rectangle represents 1/4. Now I'm going to break up those fourths by 4. Break it up by 4. And I have one piece, or one little box of that fourth. This right here is what I have. So I have one piece out of all these boxes, and I have 16 boxes. So 1/4 divided by 4 is 1/16. We're going to look at the same problem, 1/4 divided by 4, but this time we're going to represent it on a number line. And on my number line, I'm going to have 0 down here and 1 over here. And I'm breaking this number line into fourths. So this represents 1/4. This represents 2/4 or a half. This represents 3/4. And what I have is I have 1/4. So I'm going to represent that 1/4 with a square or rectangle right above it. I'm going to put a rectangle right above it up to a fourth to represent what we have. We have a fourth. We're taking that red rectangle and now we're dividing that by 4. So I'm going to divide this by 4. And I'm going to determine what one of these pieces represents. We might be tempted to say 1/4 because we broke the red box into fourths. However, that doesn't get us all the way down over here to our whole. That's a little piece out of this big whole. So between 0 and 1/4, if we count, we have 4 pieces here. That means if we broke up this quarter, that would have 4 pieces, this would have 4 pieces, and this would have 4 pieces. Therefore, I have a total of 16 pieces, and my little blue sliver up there is 1 out of 16, or 1/16. 1/4 divided by 4 is 1/16. Let's now apply what we know to a word problem. Sean has 3/4 pound of turkey. If he plans on making 6 sandwiches, how much turkey is in each sandwich? I'm going to start with this model where I'm going to draw my square and my rectangle, and we have 3/4. So once again, I'm going to break this into fourths, and we have 3 of those fourths. So we have this amount. Then I'm taking that amount and I'm going to divide it amongst 6 sandwiches. So I'm going to break this now into 6. And now one of these 6 has 1, 2, 3 pieces out of a total of 24. And that simplifies to 1/8. So each sandwich will get 1/8 pound of turkey. We're going to take the same problem. This time we're going to solve it using a number line. I take my number line, and we are going to break this number line into fourths. So here, then I have 1 pound over here, and once again, I'm going to break this into fourths. And I have 3/4. So I'm going to represent that, with a rectangle. So that's how much turkey I have. And that turkey I'm going to end up breaking into 6 sandwiches. So I've broken it up into 6 sandwiches, and I want to find out what fraction one of these sandwiches right over here, how much turkey does that represent? So each fourth, each quarter over here, has 2 boxes. 2 boxes here, 2 here, 2 here, and then again we have a box that's going to be here that we don't have, and that also would technically have 2. So we have 8 total boxes, and therefore one of my sandwiches, the sandwich right over here, has 1/8. Let's look at one last example. A popcorn store donates its different sized boxes of popcorn for use as prizes at a team competition. How much popcorn does each team member get? A 4-person team shares a 7/8 pound box of popcorn equally. So I've made a box and I broke them up into eighths. The box of popcorn will now be broken up among 4 players. So I'm going to break this now into fourths. We originally had 7/8, and then that 4-person, we'll break it up into 4, so we're going to focus on these right here, these 7 pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it's 7 now out of 32 total boxes. So therefore, how much popcorn does each team member get? They get 7/8 pound. There are other ways to model division of fractions. Some people like to use circles. Some people like to represent it with pictures depending on the word problem. How you do it is up to you as long as you follow similar steps.